look at me, what an absolute state. Oh, yes, I've been crying, but they have been tears of gratitude and joy. And I want to do this video right now while I'm still in that just unbelievable sense of gratitude and amazement at the wonder of this universe. So anyone who's known me for a while knows that for the last, well, I mean, you could go back as far as when I first had my awakening in 2007. Anyway, let's not go there. For the last year, specifically, I have worked relentlessly on opening my heart and loving myself. And I have done this mainly through ceremony and letting go, and it literally feels like I have had 1,000 deaths, 1,000 rebirths, 1,000 ceremonies of letting go, of healing. And last night I did a meditation, and I was shown to this tree with massive oak doors at the base, and I opened the doors and I was expecting to go into the underworld, because so much that's been coming up for me in the last few weeks has been Spirit encouraging me to visit the darkness and to spend time in the underworld. But no, behind the doors was a theatre, and I made my way to the stage, and then I was expecting to feel like singing or dancing, because obviously as I've been talking about this, I've been reclaiming these aspects of myself that I'd shut down, mostly my voice, my singing voice, and also my dancing, at least in public. And so I was sort of like standing on stage expecting to see myself doing something like that, but that didn't happen. And instead I saw myself just sit down in a meditation position on the stage. And as I did that, my whole body was absolutely filled with the most beautiful sense of aliveness, the feelings, the sense, my whole body became alive with sensations and this feeling of absolute love. And this has happened to me a couple of times before over the last year, but before it's always been when I've had cacao, but I didn't have cacao. This was just like sitting down to meditate. And yeah, it felt like it went on for quite a while, I was just present in the feeling of love. And then that went on, seemed to go on for a while, and then this kind of ghost appeared from behind the curtain of the stage, and I kind of had this initial reaction, because that was my biggest fear in childhood, and that's why it's taken me so long on my journey to actually go within and not be afraid, because I had this sort of lifelong fear of ghosts. And I just felt it was safe. I felt Archangel Michael with me, and I started dancing with the ghost. And as I did, I was enveloping the ghost in this love that was just radiating from me, and the ghost went up to heaven. And then I turned around to see that the audience was full. That there was no audience when I first came into this theatre. It was just me in the theatre, and I turned around and the audience was there, and I just felt all my love enveloping them. And as I saw that, I saw these like kind of zombie beings. They kind of look like ghosts, like look like what you see when someone dies, you know, like in films, and you see like the soul leaving the body. It was like but it was like these zombie beings leaving the body, like kind of, it felt like it was representing all the illusions, you know, all of the not realizing that we're love, and that we're lovable, and that we're worthy. And then as I was there on the stage, just this realization came to me that it's not about me wanting to dance or me wanting to sing. I want, and I always have wanted this, every single person in the world to know that they're loved and to feel loved by me, and to have the capacity to do that, and to literally open my heart up and feel safe to let the whole world inside. And that's what I want to do. You know, that's what I want to do. And it just felt so obvious, and it just felt like everything coming together. And then these ideas were coming to me of you know, how I could do that, like bringing people together, and just by holding that space, holding my heart so wide open and expressing my truth and letting myself express in the most authentic way, that other people open up and other people feel the truth that they are lovable, that they are worthy, and that everything that has happened in their life to make them feel otherwise is an illusion. And so yeah, the whole thing was so unexpected, and then the magic just doesn't end there. So then I felt like the meditation came to an end, and so I did a card reading, and I pulled four cards. The first was, if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? But what came through to me as I was reading that card was, put your entire intention on, how can I make people feel their own love? How can I be a mirror for others so that they can, who they truly are can be reflected back to them? And just this understanding that there are things that hold me back. There have been so many things holding me back from wanting to put myself out there in service again. And one of the main things being that I hate the monetary system and everything about it. So that's the main reason why I haven't worked in ages, because I just didn't know how to move forward. I didn't know how to hold those two things together. But I can sense that there are things that are going to just be revealed to me over the days and weeks about how to overcome anything that's in the way. But the next card, workshops and seminars. I mean, yeah. Giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching. Well, it's not really, I mean, obviously with cards, the words are never exactly the words, but it's still gathering people in groups, workshops and seminars. The next card, heart chakra. It's all about the big open heart. Love is the heart of the matter. And then just this feeling I had on stage of like just this real truth of a feeling like I want to give. The last card, giving and receiving. I just burst into tears. This was last night that happened. I just burst into tears I always burst into tears with just like, every time I feel like this magic, this is like insane. And then this morning, I woke up and went down into the kitchen to get my tea, my nettle tea, and I started singing a few lines, the only lines I know the lyrics of, the song 1,000 Years. And James said, what are the lyrics of that? What are the lyrics of that? And so I told him the lyrics that I knew, and he was like, well, that's like you, because the lyrics I sang were, I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years, and I love you for 1,000 more. And James says, well, that's like you singing it to yourself. That's all you've been doing the last year, dying every day. Don't be afraid. I've loved you. I've always loved you. As in, I finally love myself. And anyway, I thought, oh my gosh, I just felt so emotional. And I came up into the room, you know, what I call the spiritual room where I meditate. And I just sat with the feelings, and I just started crying and just feeling so much gratitude. And then I heard the message, look up the lyrics to the song, because obviously that's what James had said. And I don't know if you remember, but I said that a couple of weeks ago I had an experience of timelessness, of no time. And these are the lyrics to the song. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. All along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I literally just spent the last half an hour just crying my eyes out. But there's one final thing. After I read the lyrics, I got the message to pull one card. I pulled a card. Ear chakra. The message on the card, notice messages that appear as music. These messages are real answers to your prayers. Just like, just anyone who's on this path, how blessed are we? Like, how blessed are we? And how blessed. How blessed. I just, So anyway, I had to share. Who knows what's going to unfold from here, but right now in this moment, I don't care what's coming. I just gonna stay in this blissful, open-hearted space and this sense of privilege and gratitude and love, sending you so much love and joy and trust and faith, and thank you for listening and watching. Bye.